Hello everyone, welcome to my tutorial. Today's tutorial I'm going to talk about the application that we are going to make and how we are going to make it. So the application we are going to make is the same as before. It's the user management system, but the way we are going to make it is going to be different. So let's look at what previously we used to do. Previously we used to do a monolithic app. So what the monolithic app means, that means all the codes are residing in the same application, okay? And all the processes and everything. So let's say that we have one module that was the UI, which was made of a JSP page. And then we had the business logics that was made of Java. We have data access logic that was made of Java, okay? And all of these were remaining in the same project, okay? So that is what the monolithic application is. But the current application that we're going to make is going to be a little bit different. And what is that? We're going to break it up, okay? So we are going to break the UI, and then we're going to break these two, okay? For this, we are going to make a Angular project, and these two are going to be the Java project. Now previously it was a WAR file, right? A single WAR file. But right now we're going to have an Angular project which will be running in Node server, and then this Java application which is going to have the business logic and the data access logic going to be part of the deployment in the Tomcat. Okay, so this Angular project is making one bundle, and the other one, the Java, is making another bundle. So this is going to be a WAR file running in Tomcat, and this is going to be an Angular build running in the Node file. So what is the benefit of it? The benefit of it is that these two are decoupled, okay? So what the decoupled means, let's say we would like to change something on this part, on the Angular or the front end. In that case, what will happen? We are not going to change anything on this. So we do not need to, basically, we do not need to touch this part, okay? So that actually help us also in testing. So for this, there will be one Git location, and this one will be another Git location, okay? So these are this is one of the benefit that we can see from breaking our application from there to like this. So now from the architecture point of view, what is happening then? So we are going to have our Angular project, okay? So this is our Angular project, and then this is going to be our Java project. So in this case, we are saying business logic, and then we are saying the data access logic. And then we are going to have this MySQL. And then the whole thing is running inside, oh, sorry, not that one. This is going to be running in a Tomcat web server. Now the challenge over here is that how this one is connecting to this one, because previously in a monolithic application, we just know that the UI is connecting to the same application, the same project. But over here, we have to now decide that how they are connecting the Angular to the business logic and the data access logic. So in order to do that, what we are going to do, we are going to have a controller over here. And this controller will be made of REST APIs. So they will expose, so this is what we are calling the client application. So the client application, and this is we are calling the server app. Okay, so the server app will expose, let me write it over here, expose REST API to consume. Okay, so that means the client will need to know that where the server location is, and then it will consume the service. So this server is providing service, okay, exposing REST API, or we can say like providing service, and then the Angular is consuming service. Okay, so in this case that means that we create, so let's say we would like to do a login. Okay, so now the Angular needs to know that where the login service is, so it will call the controller, and this is going to be a, let's say, post method. Okay, and the post method is part of the HTTP protocol. So the Angular will make a post request, okay, to the service, to the server, and the server will return a response, and that response is going to be the HTTP response. And with this response, the server returns the requested object, and then Angular consumes it. Okay, so after consuming it, the Angular will do what? It will present to its UI. Okay, so that is what the whole thing is about. Now this Tomcat is going to be different Tomcat, is going to be an embedded Tomcat, and we are going to make the whole of these things using the Spring Boot. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope you understand the application that we're going to make, the same application but with a different architecture. We are breaking it down from a monolithic perspective to a broken down service-oriented application, where we are going to have an Angular client which is going to make a RESTful API request to the server, and in the server we are going to have a controller, business logic, and whatever logics, and then when it goes to the server, it makes the request to the server, and then the server returns HTTP response to the Angular, and then the Angular presents the thing to the UI. We'll be talking about what a RESTful API, what the services are, and all these things. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.